the Blue Sun's Twilight, if they're not a legendary creature, which neither of these creatures are, I'm going to do this. Let's collect 6, and I'm eyeing up that Blue Sun's Twilight. And we're going to actually steal it. So Blue Sun's Twilight, oh yeah. And I think we're going to go, what do we rather have, the Seraph or the Archangel of Wrath? Let's go in for this, and let's do that. But boom, and we get a free steal. They give it, oh, Blue Sun's Twilight steals it. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of the Man, and today we've got a juicer for it. Before we dig into the deck, make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this, and it really does help out the channel. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get right in. We got the Ransack, we got the Hit the Mother Lode. I don't even know where to start. They got so much stuff going on. I guess we'll start off with the Karlov cards, the Kylox's Voltstrider. This thing is insane. It might be the best vehicle. Subterranean Schooner was amazing. This thing might even be better. Collect Evidence 6. This card is going to become a creature, so you can crew it that way. I guess technically it's not crewing, but you can crew for 2, or you can collect Evidence 6. Whenever it attacks, you're going to cast an instant or sorcery spell that you exiled with it, and then you get to cast it. You do have to pay the cost, which actually can come into your handy. It can come into your favor if you do have something that's worth X, because then you can pay the full price. Otherwise, if you had to pay without it, you just don't get it. So that's why I'm running the Blue Sun's Twilight. We're running a few big bombs because we want to run big bombs and we want to get big treasure. Hit the Mother Lode. Discover 10. Obviously, you're just going to discover something and just make a bazillion treasure tokens. How wonderful is that? We got big score to make even more treasure tokens. Now, this is actually a cool little card from Karlov Manor too. As initial cost to cast a spell, it's kind of like thrilling discoveries or whatever the heck that thing, or thrilling possibilities. But this way, you can sacrifice an artifact. And because we have the big score, because we have Hit the Mother Lode, there's plenty of treasure tokens that we're going to be able to use that we can just use it as if you don't want to discard something like that. So very, very synergetic in everything that we have. With the Voltstrider, I mean, let's get into Intrude on the Mind. This is another Karlov Manor card. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library and separate them into 2 piles. An opponent chooses one of those piles. They're not face down, they're both face up, and put that pile into your hand. The other one goes in their graveyard, and then you get a Thopter with a +1/+1 counter for each card in your graveyard this way. So that's pretty awesome. So it goes into your graveyard, which again gives you evidence for the Voltstrider, and that is just everything. We are just trying our hardest to just get as many things into our graveyard so that we have as many accesses as we can. The case of the Ransacked Lab, another Karlov card. Instant and sorceries you cost are 1 less to cast. Pretty simple. But if you cast 4 or more instant or sorceries this turn, well, you get to solve it, and then you get to cast an instant or sorcery spell. You're going to draw a card for every single one that you cast. So obviously we have a very, very heavy focus on instances and sorceries, but we do have this Voltstrider, which is technically an artifact, but can become a creature. And then we got Melek, Reforged Researcher. This card is power and toughness is equal to twice the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. And then the first instant and sorcery spell you cast costs 3 less to cast. To get the max value, you want to have, obviously, at least 3 colorless, because you might have a case of the Ransacked Lab as well, but you also have the Melek. So, Intrude on the Mind is 1, the Burn Down the House is another, Hit the Mother Lode, and then obviously Blue Sun's Twilight all get maximum value from Melek, the Reforged Researcher. Big fan of alliteration on the channel here. But this is pretty much it. Oh, one last thing, I guess I do have Obliterating Bolt over Lightning Strike. We don't really win by burning our opponent's face in, so the Obliterating Bolt, that 1 extra damage, and the Exile, I do prefer over Lightning Strike. I do. Sorry, you can switch it out if you don't like it, but here's the deck. We got it. We got everything. The Voltstrider, I think this is the ace of the deck. I think this is the ace of the deck. We will see, but I think this artifact vehicle is absolute gas, and that's pretty much all I got. Let's go ahead and do it. What's my line here? Oh yeah, consider joining the channel. Get ready to subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Okie dokie. Well, I think we're pretty good here. We got all of our we got a lot of Karlov action here. We are on the draw, which is not that good. We do draw into the Restless Spire for our turn 1 land drop, so we're good. Let's see if what we're playing against. I'm assuming it's Domain, but it might, I don't know, it might be True Blue Grixis if that's kind of what they're packing here. But I think we're just gonna hold up the Make Disappear. Make Disappear is still pretty good. It's not as good as that new Karlov card, the white blue one that just kind of exiles too, which is absolutely nuts. But we don't run white, so we'll just stick with our Make Disappear and be okay. I think we're gonna go for Curate. Curate does let us surveil. Surveil, like, we can put up to 2 cards into the graveyard, so I kind of like that a little bit more, especially with a Voltstrider away. But I want to get into the case of the Ransacked Lab pretty much immediately. This card lets everything. This card's great. I mean, It does take kind of a little bit of setup to do, but with our Voltstrider, really like that. And Intrude on the Mind can't. So Shelly is definitely a problem. Shelly's like the only card that's like kind of problematic. We do have Play with Fire, or not Play with Fire. We do have Play with Fire, but we have Burn Down the House, which is going to be our main thing to get rid of the Shelly. Don't have that right now. So I think what I want to do is maybe go in for... The Voltstrider is okay, but I think we're just going to have to go in for the Intrude on the Mind here. Just kind of digging to see what we got going on. I mean, it's not great. We do hold the Make Disappear this way. Got the Moment of Truth. Let's see if we want to go for the Intrude on the Mind or we go for Make Disappear. Maybe I should go for the Voltstrider and then the Make Disappear. So we actually don't run a whole lot of the casualties, so they have enough mana to pay this off, but I think we're just going to take this. It's not great. We could also go for Sokenzan, but that's not really good. Just for the chump block. I don't think we're really in the position where we have to do that right now, so... Down to 14, and we are going to lose life. This is not draw us cards. We're just revealing it. So Intrude on the Mind. Absolutely love this card. Okay, so we got to divide this into two piles. They're not face down. They're both face up, and they just choose the other one. So I think we'll go ahead and get... they're probably not going to let us have Intrude on the Mind. So let's go and like kind of hedge our bets here a little bit. And I think I like this a little bit more. So Intrude on the Mind. And let's see what they take here. I would assume they give us another Intrude on the Mind, or I don't know, maybe they give us the Vulture. I actually don't know. It's actually pretty even there. But nevertheless, we do get a little Thopter here for our troubles. Not really the best thing. I'm still looking for the Burn Down the House to kind of get rid of the Shelly. But we do commit a little bit to the board here, so they're probably reading the card. Obviously, the Intrude on the Mind. Okay, there they go. So they actually give us another Intrude on the Mind. Okay, now we got a little bit more evidence for our Voltstrider as well. Kind of unfortunate here. Oh, we get to Hit the Mother Lode. Okay, we got Hit the Mother Lode. Absolutely a banger of a card. And let's kind of see what we map out what we're going to do here. We do have this Thundering Falls. We actually have two of them, which kind of makes things a little bit awkward. I think we're going to... Let's just do this. I think we're kind of okay. We're at 12 life. They don't seem... Okay, Obliterating Bolt can be... I'm going to keep the Obliterating Bolt. And we can also use that, and then we can go for the Voltstrider, and then exile it, and then attack. If it doesn't get countered, this could obviously be countered. Pretty surprised that it didn't, and they're holding up priority, and they're not playing anything. They are running blue, and then we can go for the Moment of Truth. Now, what we can actually do, man, I don't know. If they don't do anything else, I mean, we could just take the Voltstrider and collect the evidence, and then block the Shelly. And they probably are not super aware of that, because this Voltstrider, the way that it plays, and the way that it wards, or not wards, the way that it crews is a little bit different. Takanuma, okay. Let's see what they got here, and nothing. Wow, well, that works out pretty good. Pretty gosh darn good for me. Okay. Alright, so Hit the Mother Lode. I mean, Hit the Mother Lode, you know, I am eyeing it down. Ill-timed Explosion. Actually, that's good. They only have one open here. That's going to be an easy Make Disappear. Make Disappear only costs one with our beautiful Ransack of the lab here. So I'm going to treat this like they're tapped out. So let's go in for the Voltstrider here, and let's do this. I don't think it particularly matters too much here. I think we're just going to go ahead and do this. Curate, whatever. We're dying. So it's going to be a 2-for-1, but ultimately we're going to have to double block here, right? Because, yeah. So again, this Voltstrider does crew in a very unusual way by collecting the evidence. They might not have been planning on this. Or maybe they are, but they just don't mind taking the 2-for-1. But either way, all of our stuff costing one less is proving to be quite fruitful in the long run. So I think we're actually ready. Let's go ahead and count our lands here. If I drop the Sokenzan and not the Falls, we can go Hit the Mother Lode. Let's do it. We get a big score. This is going to be Treasure City. Let's go and get rid of that the Falls there. They do come in tapped, and we get more treasures here. So we have a whopping total of 8 treasures. We did hit the Mother Lode. I mean, the card didn't lie. We did hit the Mother Lode here. I'm actually going to go for the Moment of Truth because with the case of the Ransacked Lab. Oh, Obliterating Bolt. Oh, I really wish this was like a lightning strike. Oh, we have 3 on the case of the Ransacked Lab, but we actually cannot solve the case. That sucks. If we had another target to go for the Obliterating Bolt, we could have gotten a draw every single time we cast something. But maybe we can do it this time. I think we're going to be able to do it this time now. No problem. But the Soaring City, I guess we're just going to go for double Obliterating Bolt. The Obliterating Bolt is a sorcery, so I can't really do that right now. But yeah, I do like the Bolt over the Lightning Strike. I just think there's just too many threats that are just a little over that 3 hump there. So now we get 2 with the case. So now let's go for the Intrude the Mind. That makes 3. And as long as we have one other one. So Melek, I think we're going to put on ice. We want either one of these 2. So big score or the Demand the Answers here. Yeah, I think I like this a lot. Yeah, we just need one more. So this kind of guarantees that we play one more, especially with our bazillion treasure tokens here from Hit the Mother Lode. All right, we're good. We're going to intrude on the mine. Let's go. And then we're going to cast anything else. It doesn't really matter. And then we're going to solve the case. There we go. That is completely fine. We get our thing going here. Big score. And this is a big bad score. Not as big as hitting the Mother Lode, but it's still a pretty big score. All right, so now we got the case. And I think we're just going to hold still. Because now I want to save. I want to save these. Here we go. Case of the Ransacked Lab. Now I want to save these. Because now I get to draw every single time I cast something. Atali. Okay, so this is actually not that big of a deal. I'm gonna go for demand answers. I am running 3. I don't think I really need a discard. I think I kind of like my cards here, so I'm actually going to sacrifice an artifact rather than discard here. And I'm looking for a make disappear, but there's no way we just can't find one, right? Like, realistically, come on. There's really no way. I think we're just gonna go for the big score. Again, all of our stuff costing less is so wonderful. I think we're going to get rid of the Brotherhood's End. The Brotherhood's End's not really doing anything right now. Yeah, sure. All right, so we also get another draw off the case of the Ransacked Lab, and still no make disappear. And we can just draw into a make disappear. I mean, that's kind of good. Let's go for Curate. We get to Surveil 2, draw a card, and draw off the case of the Ransacked Lab. We're just oh my god, really? Big score doesn't let us draw. I mean, I'm just looking for that make disappear. I got 18 cards left in my library here. I'm getting a little nervous. Let's go. We have one more big score, so let's go ahead and do this. And if this Atali resolves, I'm gonna be a little salty. Okay, draw, and 2 more draws, and really? At this point, even if I go for a moment of truth, I don't think we're gonna have. Yeah, we're not gonna have enough for the make disappear, and we still don't have the make disappear. Okay, this is an okay contingency plan. I guess we do get the Blue Sun's Twilight, but where is that make disappear? I think I casted 1. But we should be having, there should be at least 2. So they're at the bottom of the deck, which really sucks. This Atali goes off, and now I'm a little nervous. They get to burn down the house. We got the Blue Sun's Twilight, so we can steal the Atali. But yeah, this isn't great. All right, dang, we got ourselves a game now. I don't know what happened. We cannot dig into that make disappear. I thought for sure we had it with all that dig power. Whew, okay. Assume they're just swinging in. Yeah, I guess we might as well play with fire. I mean, we have one more mana source left open up here, and I'll be so mad. I was so mad if we top deck into the the make disappear off that. I'd be like really salty. But so our life total, they only have 2 more cards left in their hand. I think we are okay, but I have to be careful, especially if they are Grixis. They could be running Breach the Multiverse, and if they're running Breach the Multiverse, most likely they are. Where's our make disappears at? That's what I want to know. There's 1. Okay, so there's 1. I mean, there's still 2 more in the deck, so that's kind of wild that we could not dig into them. Odds were pretty good there, but all right, no fear. Let's go for the Blue Sun's Twilight. Now, it really sucks. We get to create a token with the Blue Sun's Twilight, but the Atali obviously being legendary kind of sucks. But we still have to do this for 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 5 or more. No, 5. Okay, we have to cast it for 7. So it has to match the mana value. Okay. First time playing with Blue Sun's Twilight, I actually did craft one right before this. So yeah, X or less, but it has to equal 7. Okay, my bad. Okay. So yeah, we do get another draw from the case of the Ransacked Lab, and at this point, I am a little bit nervous here. I'm going to keep the original just so they can't reanimate the old one. So we'll get rid of the token, I suppose, and let's see what we got. There is that stupid make disappear, but we do get a Vein Ripper. Okay, so we get a Vein Ripper, and I'm not going to cast the make disappear. Obviously, it doesn't make any sense, but where was that make disappear with the Atali the first time? So discard 3 cards. I think we can get rid of the Obliterating Bolt and some land here. I do want to keep the Otawara Soaring City. I guess that could kind of come in handy, and I think I just misclicked that. I thought I got rid of the Bolt, but not. Oh, so okay, we're down a Soaring City. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us, but probably won't. We've got an Atali. We've got this Vein Ripper that I kind of stole from them, so hopefully they don't go for anything too crazy here. And they just give it up. Wow. Good game. Alrighty, looks pretty good to me. Got the Intrude on the mine, and we'll be okay. Blue Sun's Twilight. Obviously, this Blue Sun's Twilight can be pretty awesome, but you know what else is awesome? The Surveil. Play with fire. I guess we'll put this away. If they are playing Demir, I guess that bat could show up, and that'd be a good target. But other than that, if it could be... Oh, there we go. Well, there's Esper, and now I'm really glad I got rid of that Play with Fire. Play with Fire doesn't have a whole lot of targets for Esper. Other than the bat, they drop this Rafine. They drop, like, Graveyard Trespasser. It just gets really, really nasty. I don't know what exactly have Karlov Manor changed about Esper, but... Ooh, Resplendent Angel. Well, that's going to be an easy make disappear. No Cavern of Souls. Yeah, Resplendent Angels. It's like what, Esper Angels or something like that. That's a little. Gotta keep my eye on them. Obliterating Bolt. I think I'm gonna keep that. I think I'm gonna keep the Obliterating Bolt. There's plenty of targets if they're playing Angels. Angels plays a lot of creatures, so pretty good. And I actually like the Blue Sun's Twilight in this matchup because a lot of the Angels. Oh, that's not a Cavern of Souls. That's a Secluded Courtyard. Sigarda, wow, okay, I do not have anything worthwhile for that this turn, but I have an Obliterating Bolt, so let's go ahead and demand some answers. I'm going to be a little cheeky here and get rid of a land. Maybe it's a little cheeky, but I think we can do that. Might be a little cheeky, though. We still have one land to go, and we're still going to draw into land, obviously, too, so I think we kind of like counterbalance ourselves relatively well, but let's go in for this Obliterating Bolt, boom, and that is wonderful, and that is why I like the Obliterating Bolt more than Lightning Strike. We don't really win the match by burning their face, so I just prefer that one extra power. There's so many targets, like Schism of the Preacher of the Schism, the 4 toughness. There's just so many things that the extra thing comes in handy for. Let's go for the Moment of Truth. They are running blue, so I mean this is like Esper Angels or something like that. That's kind of peculiar. Let's go for the Burn Down the House. Burn Down the House feels pretty good to me, and I guess we'll just kind of, it doesn't really matter what the other ones do. They're 2 lands, doesn't really matter. Alright, I think I got the Intrude on the Mind, so I could go for the Burn Down the House and put down some put down some threats, but I think ultimately the Intrude on the Mind is going to be what I really want to do. The Intrude on the Mind, man, this card is really, really good, but yeah, just a Resplendent Angel in the graveyard, not too worried about that. I think Intrude on the Mind, let's wait until they play something and then kind of strike. If they don't, that's okay. Let's go for the Intrude. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay, I guess we'll offset it. You can either give us 3 not cool lands, or you can give us 2 cool lands. I guess we'll just kind of work with that. I actually don't even really mind if they give us the 3 non-cool lands that don't do anything else. They just kind of come in. Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. We get a 2/2, and that's okay. We got to Make Disappear. Now, Make Disappear is a little rough, just because obviously they've got that Cavern of Souls out. Don't really love that. But if they go for 2, if they go for 2, we can kind of handle it. We do have the Blue Sun's Twilight as well. Alright, what's the plan here? We can't go in for Hit the Mother Lode. I think we're just going to be aggressive with the Burn Down the House. Let's do this. Let's do this. And I'm going to swing in. If they got the Wandering Emperor, I think that's fine. I think I can kind of handle that. No Emperor. Down to 15. I think we're just going to kind of pass. Now, we don't get to hold up Make Disappear this way, but like, do I really care? I mean, they're running like a Sunfall, or wow, they're running green as well. A Steel Seraph. So this, I would assume they're running a Traxa then. This can't be like Esper. This has to be like a Traxa Angels. So we do have the Melek. I think that's how you pronounce it, but 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're just short of being able to go for the Blue Sun's Twilight. So let's go ahead and hit the Mother Lode, and we get the big score. That is a little ironic, though. With the big score, we get the Mother Lode. That's pretty cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the Curate. We get 6 treasure tokens, and then 8 from the big score, and now we're looking good. Now next turn we're gonna be able to go in for the Blue Sun's Twilight, no problemo. And I'm actually gonna swing in here. I am gonna swing in. Yep, it is what it is. I mean, I think they're just going to swing in themselves anyway. We still have to Make Disappear with these devil tokens. But again, yeah, with the Cavern of Souls, it's going to be kind of rough. So, yep, Make Disappear, unfortunately, is going to be dead in some matchups. That's the typical Cavern of Souls thing. So, you do get a little bit of land, a little bit of life back. A Traxa, and there it is. Yeah, we can't even Make Disappear it. It's going to have to resolve, unfortunately. It feels pretty bad, but go ahead and take your little angels here. And I'm just trying to think of what I want to do here. I could, the Blue Sun's Twilight, obviously a very, very cool card. I still think we're going to do it on the Atraxa, but Play with 5 doesn't really help out our cause too much. We could have hit the Mother Lode again, but I think ultimately we're going to go for the Blue Sun's Twilight. Kind of sucks that we're using the Blue Sun's Twilight on Legendary Creature, but it is what it is. Yeah, let's go and get a copy, but unfortunately we're just going to keep the original. We're not going to give you the token, so... Alright, so we actually have a lot ourselves. We've got land, artifact, creature, and we have sorcery, and we actually have instants, so we're good here. I think we'll keep the Burn Down the House, and we actually kind of refuel ourselves pretty gosh darn well here. I actually have another Hit the Mother Lode that I could cast here, but I could just go for Burn Down the House. I think because they are running a Traxa, they probably do have a little bit better of a late game, so I think I'm okay with just swinging in here. We do 6, which is not exactly child's play, and we got a Play with Fire, and a Make Disappear, even though that's probably not mattering. I think I'm going to get rid of Melek here. I think Melek is a little bit not great. Let's go and fix up our hand here. Yeah, Melek, I do like the card a lot, but maybe we should get rid of the Make Disappear. Another Atraxa. Unfortunately, yeah, gosh darn it. Yeah, okay, don't really have too much of a choice here. How nervous are we? I don't think really. I mean, we have Atraxa versus Atraxa. The only problem is I can't really swing in. I'm trying to look for the Voltstrider. If I get the Voltstrider to go, I think we can kind of muster up some draw power. Angel, it's fine. See if they drop anything else. I mean, they could go for something. Okay, whoa, go for the throat. Well, we can make disappear that. That is not going to be covered by your cavern, so that is completely fine. Woo, we at least make use of our make disappear. And if they swing in with the Atraxa, yeah, I'll trade, I guess. We might as well, right? I actually would kind of prefer that. Or Steel Seraph, sorry. The Atraxa has Summoning Sickness. Alright, so we go for the Voltstrider. I think the Voltstrider is pretty nice because we can go for the Blue Sun's Twilight again. The way the Blue Sun's Twilight is worded, we can actually cast this. So we have to pay the cost, which we actually enjoy this time. We can't go for Hit the Mother Lode, so maybe we should have just gone for Hit the Mother Lode. But I feel like we're kind of gambling a little bit that way. I think with the Voltstrider, we're taking a... Yeah, because Hit the Mother Lode, I mean, we could really... I mean, even if we didn't hit anything super crazy, I think we have to go for the Blue Sun's Twilight to kind of steal their cards again. If we hit the Mother Lode and we just top deck into like a make disappear and make a bazillion tokens, like, is that even really that good? I don't think so. So let's do this. And yeah, I don't really love this thing. I mean, I can't play. Maybe I should have played with Fire their face. But depending on what they do, maybe this is better to not hold up the Devil tokens to get rid of the Reformer. Maybe I should have played with Fire on them, but Archangel of the Wrath, yeah, it just can't be countered. Unfortunately, dang, that was really rough. What should I do here? So they're gonna do this twice. So I get 2 pings. Okay. I guess we'll take you, even though it does suck because they do gain that much life. Nah, not great. It's not great, but let's do that. Actually, let's do this. If we play with Fire, let's hit you, and now when this one goes through, yeah, they gain 2 life. That's fine. But now at least, at the bare minimum, we can ping your face for 1 more. I mean, it's not great. They're already up to 17, but at least we get a little something for our troubles. And now Atraxa does not have Summoning Sickness. I'm gonna block. Yeah. If they're putting something on the Atraxa, I'm assuming they're gonna swing. Yeah, I'm gonna block. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's block. And now they're tapped out. They do gain even more life, but so do we. And now with the Voltstrider, Brotherhood's End's probably not that great. I think I don't really want to go in for Burn Down the House with the Voltstrider, because then I would just get rid of myself. But I think with the Blue Sun's Twilight, this is actually really good. The Blue Sun's Twilight, if they're not a legendary creature, which neither of these creatures are, I'm gonna do this. Let's collect 6, and I'm eyeing up that Blue Sun's Twilight. But see, the Blue Sun's Twilight is treated as a 2-drop. I guess not a drop, as a sorcery, but you know what I'm saying. It's treated as 2. I think we'll get rid of Melek. Melek, obviously want to get into some molecular theory here, but let's do this. And now when we swing in, we're gonna be able to cast the Blue Sun's Twilight at sorcery speed, and we're gonna actually steal it. So Blue Sun's Twilight, oh yeah. And I think we're gonna go, what do we rather have, the Seraph or the Archangel of Wrath? Let's go in for this, and let's do that. But boom, and we get a free steal. They give it, Blue Sun's Twilight steals it. Pneumatics, how are we doing here? We're gonna go and keep this. Ooh, that's a little ring, kind of scares me there. All right, let's go. Got to Hit the Mother Lode, a little bit slow overhand, but we get the Restless Spire on turn 1. We can kind of go in for the Make Disappear on turn 2. I think we are looking good to go. All right, definitely, I think we're ready for Mono Red. We do have Brotherhood's End. We've got some counter spells. You know, I mean, obviously not having life gain is a little bit rough versus Mono Red, but we're still well equipped. I'm not afraid of Mono Red. We're not afraid of anything. I think this deck is well equipped to kind of do anything, but let's see what you got here, Pneumatics. We're going against Rakdos, Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. That is going to be the easiest Make Disappear I'm probably ever going to cast, so that's good. Now, actually, you know what? Maybe it wasn't, though. Let's go for the Curate before we drop our land, just so we can do that. But, I mean, alternatively, we could have just waited for the Brotherhood's End, but I don't know. Maybe, I mean, that's kind of cute. Plus, if they drop a Shelly here, then I just cry, and that would have been pretty bad. Alright, I do like getting down the Voltstrider, but I think ultimately we're just going to wait for the big score, so it is what it is. Alright, let's just... They're not going to do anything. Alright, let's go for the big score, and let's get rid of this Brotherhood's End. If we're not going to play it, we're just not going to play it. Plus, we can always play stuff with the Voltstrider anyway, so we're not really sweating ever. Alright, let's just go for Hit the Mother Lode. Screw it. I mean, they don't have counter magic. We're just going to be able to cast this right now. And Intrude the Mind. Oh my god, Intrude the Mind, and we get treasure tokens from the Mother Lode. Pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and just do that. So, Intrude the Mind, you're going to split the piles in half, and this is looking insane. Hit the Mother Lode. I can't believe it. Hit the Mother Lode is an absolutely wonderful card. That is a lot of fun here. So we get 5 treasure tokens and a 3/3 and 2 Voltstriders in our hand, a big score, more Intrude the Mines. Oh, we're sad. Oh, we're big sad. That was so sad. Okay, hey, it is what it is. We've got plenty of room to recover here. I'm going to go for double Voltstrider. If they've got another Brotherhood's End, it just is what it is. And yes, I'm going for 2, because we have enough evidence that we can swing in with both of these Voltstriders, no problem. Oh, Cruelty of Gix is actually pretty good. Yeah, this is actually not that bad. I do not have a creature, so, or a Planeswalker, so this is absolutely fine with me. Let's go ahead and give them a cheers to you, my friend. You got me pretty bad with that Brotherhood's End. That was really bad. That would have been probably just been game over, but now we actually have a game on our hands, so. All right, let's see what we got in our hands here, blah, blah, blah. We do actually have to pay the costs. For some reason, sometimes I do kind of think that I don't have to pay the costs. You do. So I guess we'll do Intrude on the Mind. I guess we'll just do Make Disappear. The Make Disappear is not going to ever get recasted, obviously, as a counter spell here. So I guess we'll do this, and then we can go for another Intrude on the Mind, I suppose. I do have to pay. I guess it's either that or like what else is the alternative here? I guess we'll Jesus, this is absolutely ridiculous. I guess we'll do Hit the Mother Lode or give us a big score in all these lands, I guess. I'll probably have to discard them anyway, so maybe actually maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have offset one of the lands, but nevertheless we do get this and the big score. They're not gonna let us have a Hit the Mother Lode again, no way. So I think this is okay. We didn't drop our land yet, so let's do this. And I'll just have to discard. That's not that bad. Yeah, maybe I should have offset it with one land there. Just so that we get the Thopter a little bit bigger, but I don't think it's really that big of a deal. It's whatever. I guess we'll get rid of the big... I mean, I have so much card advantage that, like, do I just get rid of a big score? I think so. I've got so much evidence. I've got so much everything that I just don't really care. So the Cruelty of Gix are going to search the card for a library, or they're going to search their library for a card. Good lord. Pretty tired right now, I'm not going to lie, but that's okay. The show must go on. So let's see how cruel Gix is gonna be. I don't know, they lose 3 life, which they can't love that. I mean, I do have these 2 Voltstriders that hits them for 8 every turn. Oh my god, Brotherhood's End, destroy all art. They're gonna do this again. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, we kind of set ourselves up for that, so darn. Alright, so the Cruelty of Gix is going through. Let's go for the moment of truth. Here is the moment of truth, and let's see what we can snag here. Get the Soaring City. The Brotherhood's End's not really that good. I guess, I mean, they are running that. I guess we'll go for... The case of the Ransacked Lab might be a little bit dead. We got a lot of card advantage. I think we're ultimately just going to go in for the Soaring City. I might even use it on the Gix, depending on what we draw here. I don't really know yet. Okay. Do I want to use the Soaring City on the Gix, is the question. I think I kind of do. Let's check out our graveyard. I mean, I'm going to drop the Strider. So let me just kind of map out how we're going to do this. Let's do this. I could go in for Intrude the Mind or burn down the house. I guess we'll just go for Intrude on the Mind. I don't know. Should we play the long game? I mean, what can they really do with the Cruelty of Gix here? I mean, they're just going to get a Flesh Gorger back, and then we can Soaring City on the Flesh Gorger. You can also burn down the house. I mean, we got a lot of options here, so this doesn't really scare me. I think we'll just let this go through, and we'll just chill. We might want to use Soaring City on something else. If they drop like a Tally or something. Ooh, Rakdos, Patron of Chaos. Okay. So, at the beginning of your end step, target opponent may sacrifice 2 non-land, non-token permanents. So they do draw 2 cards. Okay. So they're just going to draw 2 cards, essentially. I don't think that's that bad. Do I have big score here? Maybe we just big score, then I can go for... Sure. I kind of want to dig into, like, a Blue Sun's Twilight right now. Kind of steal their Flesh Gorger because it's not legendary. I don't know, I guess we're just kind of having some fun. I don't know, I don't think I'm really that scared. The Patron of Chaos, we can go for burn down the house. We can also recast something with Obliterating Bolt. I don't think this is that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and deal 5 damage here. Swipes at least the Flesh Gorger. Let's go for the Obliterating Bolt. Yeah, I mean, the world's kind of our oyster right now. I'm not really that afraid. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Alright, yeah, let's just go for this. And what are we going to get rid of here? I think I want to make the best use of this. So big score, Brotherhood's End, whatever. Don't really have the best use. Well, I guess it's still pretty good use, but we just like, yeah, this is fine. I don't like want to get rid of my treasure tokens, but we get treasure tokens back anyway. Thundering Falls comes in tapped, we are good to go. Alright, 2 Plate of Fires, we're looking good. Alrighty, let's see here. I mean, I think we're looking pretty good. They're down to 9 life. What could they really drop? Maybe another Phyrexian Fleshgorger? Ooh, and a Tally. I don't really love it. I definitely don't love a Tally here. Let's see what they snag from me. I definitely have some bombs in my hand, so what do they get from me? A Play with Fire, that's nothing, and a Breach the Multiverse. Ooh. Okay, Breach the Multiverse. I don't know if I love that. Alright, putting that on bottom. Okay, Breach the Multiverse. Ugh, okay. Fortunately, I'm not really running too many creatures or planeswalkers or anything super crazy here, so let's see what they got going on. They have a Chandra, they can put down a Phyrexian Fleshgorger. I do have another Burn Down the House. I could also just get it with the Voltstrider here. And I do have Play with Fire. I might be able to push for the game here, though. So they have Chandra. I don't think Chandra does a whole lot. Yeah, add 2 mana, so they just have 2 mana in any combination. That's fine. Unless they do something crazy here, which yeah, oh, they actually get rid of it. I think the game's over. Let's go Play with Fire on the face. We can take them down to 5 here. I think this game's over. So, Obliterating Bolt, I guess we'll put you away, I suppose. And let's go ahead and Play with Fire on the face again. Take them down to 5, and then we've got the Soaring City. I guess we'll keep the land. We do need a little bit of land to do this, but I haven't even done the math. I think we're completely fine, though. Soaring City on the Atali, and then we can just kind of crew with the evidence. I think this game's over. We could either go for Burn Down the House, or we could go for the Restless Spire, but this game's absolutely over. Slowly but surely, we meticulously kind of plan this out, and this little Voltstrider is doing work. I guess we'll go for Hit the Mother Lode just for the funsiness of it. Sure. And like I said, do we want to go Play with Fire or the Restless Spire? Let's just go for Play with Fire. Create 3 1s, and we're good. We are good to go. Good game. Voltstrider, I'm liking how this little Izzet, is it gonna work? I guess so. Voltstrider dubs up for the win, and that is curtains, baby. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Looking pretty good. Got the case of the Ransacked Lab. We got Voltstrider. We got all of our Karlov fun stuff here, so we shall be good to go. Don't have our Surveil land, but we got a Restless Spire on turn 1, and we'll be good to go. Alright. See what we're going against. I've played a lot against a lot of Esper, a lot of Domain. See if we can get something else here. Obviously, if we did play against the on the draw versus this is would have been pretty bad for a mono red matchup. I did kind of you always have to make any deck. You have to brew any deck with the idea that you could go against mono red in mind, but thankfully we just don't here. But I think we are relatively well equipped for it, so let's demand some answers. And yeah, like I said, I'm really glad we didn't play mono red because this would have been so slow. But nevertheless, most likely you're going to get countered. Let's go ahead and just drop the case of the Ransacked Lab. Absolutely no priority was held for that, so that's actually really, really nice. Alright, so we get that to go, and we can go in for Intrude on the Mind, or a big score. Yeah, I mean, this is great. So we do have the Melek. I think the Melek does kind of work with a higher curve. Void Rend, whatever, it's fine. Same difference as Make Disappear, I suppose. Or the new card. I forgot what it's called already. I keep forgetting what it's called. Jace. Ooh, okay, I don't really love seeing Jace. I don't have a whole lot of creatures. I do have the Sokenzan, which they go for the -2, so that could be kind of sneaky here. If they do get Jace down to 1, I could go for the Sokenzan. So maybe I'll go for the island instead of Sokenzan, and then we will maybe put down something else. Maybe Voltstrider's got that evidence. I mean, the evidence is so easy to do, but if I go for big score, let's do it now and get rid of the Melek. I'm doing this now, obviously, because I'm still scared of counter magic to some degree. They are Esper, Void Rend, Jace type of nonsense, so I think we'll just do this. Maybe I should have got down the Voltstrider, but if they're running Void Rend, it's a little less sexy. But if they take this Jace and go for -2, I can go for Sokenzan and just haste these in. Dang, they do. Alright, so that is an option. That is an option if we want to do that. Down to 1. I could go for the Restless Spire as well. We got 2 treasure tokens. Big hand. It's always really, really intimidating going in against really anything, but especially Esper control like this. I guess we'll just go in for the Voltstrider, and I could Sokenzan here. I could. Maybe we should try. We could have Emperor. Emperor would really suck, but I don't know. I mean, I do kind of want to get rid of the Jace, so this does resolve. All right, they let this resolve. That's cool. That's cool. I think maybe we should just go for another one, though. I mean, that's just too much resources to really pump into the Sokenzan just to maybe get rid of their Jace. That's effectively done for a turn or two. So let's just drop our Voltstrider here, and hopefully we don't get farewelled. If we get farewelled, ooh, that is definitely going to be farewell. But now Jace can't really do a whole lot. It's already down to 1 loyalty counter, so it's fine. If they want to go for the Demolition Field, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not losing too much sleep over that. It's fine. Alright, yeah, we just get a mountain. Don't think we're sweating too bad. So yeah, I think we're just kind of steady rocking. I don't know. Obviously, you don't really want to go into deep waters with Esper. I think that's kind of not the best way. So we're going to have to put some damage on here with the Voltstrider. So these are not creatures, so we don't have to worry about the power going down for now. Okay. Let's see what we want to do here, though. Thundering Falls doesn't really help our case out a lot. I think we're just going to have to go for the Voltstrider and maybe go for the Brotherhood's End. If we go for Brotherhood's End, we survive, the Voltstrider survives, and then we can kill the Jace. But maybe we just go for Hit the Mother Lode. Yeah, whatever. Let's do this first, and we can kind of worry about the other one. Let's see if they have any spot removal, if they get kind of antsy here. So let's go for Collect Evidence again, and... what kind of evidence are we collecting here? Maybe we should just kind of be aggressive. I don't really want to allocate any sort of resources to the Jace, so maybe we should just do this. We do have Intrude on the mind. I don't think even the Brotherhood's End is going to be worth it. Yeah, I think we're just going to lean towards no. I feel like a deer on shaky legs right now. I'm going to swing in here. Pray that I do not see a Wandering Emperor. I'd rather just see spot removal. Kylox is okay. This is okay. Yeah, I think we'll just go for the Sokenzan. Let's be a little sneaky here. Let's be a little sneaky. Let's go for Sokenzan. And I want to get rid of this Jace. I don't know. I guess we're just like baby deer on these like shaky legs. I think this is okay. And the Jace can -2 for another draw. Let's do this, kind of hedge our bets here. If they do have like some sort of spot removal, they have to waste it on a 1/1. And this way, man, yeah, I don't know. We can also demand answers this way. I think we might as well, and sacrifice an artifact just so that we can get rid of this map token, be kind of efficient here. I think we're doing kind of okay here. I don't think I really want to discard if I don't have to. These map tokens are a little bit of a meh point right now. So if they do have the Emperor, they are going to probably go for the Voltstrider, then they lose their Jace. Maybe they just don't have one at all. Ooh, they have something. They got to have something here. Soul Partition on their own Jace. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to put some damage on the board here. So let's go for the Thundering Falls. I don't really love, like, surveilling or milling myself out or whatever you want to call it. But, yeah, not really great. We do have to burn down the house. They're at 16. I don't love this. Don't love this. Jace does cost more, though. So if they want to do that, they are. They're gonna go for Jace. Okay. And go down to 5. So they're just going to mill me over to the -2. The +1's not really that good. Oh, they're going to do... Oh, wow. They're going to go straight in for the mill. They're going to go straight in for the mill. That does give us a lot of evidence to work with the Strider here. But, yeah. Ouch. Ouch. That's a big ouch. Okay. Well, got to play with fire. Play with fire is actually pretty good. Because typically, we don't really burn their face. But let's just do this. Let's go for the burn down the house. And let's go for the play with fire now. So that I can collect the evidence and play down the fire again. With the Strider as I swing in here. And this is actually a decent amount of damage that we're doing here. So definitely collect the evidence. Oh, we actually had to play with fire in their hand. Doesn't matter. Let's play with fire. Voltstrider, get in there, baby. And now we swing in. Let's go with the play with fire. We have just enough to go for it. And this is we're doing actually kind of okay here. This is a decent amount of damage. No interaction whatsoever. We take them down to 3. It's actually not too shabby whatsoever. And now even if they go for like Sunfall or something like that, the Voltstrider goes back. This might be the best. This might be the best vehicle like of ever. I'm not joking. This Voltstrider is very good, ladies and gentle mages. It is very, very good. All right. Restless Reef. They're gonna mill me. I don't think I'm not worried though. Hold on. They're just gonna mill me. I mean, we're down to 19, so it's 15. Oh, hold on. Let's pass. Okay. If they have a Jace, they win, right? Because it's 15 cards. Oh my god! I think they win if they have a Jace, right? Because it's 15, and then that'd be perfect. They don't have it. They don't have the Jace. No Jace. No problem.